Chapter 8, Cell, the Unit of Life. The physicochemical approach to study the understand living organisms is called reductionist biology. Next, G.N. Ramachandran. G.N. Ramachandran, an outstanding figure in the field of protein structure, was the founder of the Madras School of Conformational Analysis of Biopolymers. His discovery of the triple helical structure of collagen, published in Nature in 1954, and his analysis of the allowed conformation of proteins through the use of the Ramachandran plot rank among the most outstanding contribution in structural biology. He was born on October 8, 1922 in a small town not far from Cochin on the southwestern coast of India. His father was a professor of mathematics at a local college and thus had considerable influence in shaping Ramachandran's interest in mathematics. After completing his school years, Ramachandran graduated in 1942 as the top ranking student in the BSc Honours Physics course of the University of Madras. He received a PhD from Cambridge University in 1949. While at Cambridge, Ramachandran met Linus Pauling and was deeply influenced by his publication One Model of the Alpha Helix and Beta Sheet Structure that directed his attention to solving the structure of collagen. He passed away at the age of 78 on April 7, 2001. When you look around, you see both living and non-living things. You must have wondered and asked yourself, what is it that makes an organism living? Or what is that an inanimate thing does not have which a living thing has? The answer to this is the presence of the basic unit of life, the cell in all living organisms. All organisms are composed of cell. Some are composed of a single cell and are called unicellular organisms, while others like us composed of many cells are called multicellular organisms. 8.1 What is cell? Unicellular organisms are capable of independent existence and performing the essential function of life. Anything less than a complete structure of a cell does not ensure independent living. Hence, cell is the fundamental structural and functional unit of all living organisms. Anton von Leeuwenhoek first saw and described a live cell. Robert Brown later discovered the nucleus. The invention of the microscope and its improvement leading to the electron microscope revealed all the structure detail of the cell. 8.2 Cell Theory. In 1838, Matthias Sladen, a German botanist, examined a large number of plants and observed that all plants are composed of different kinds of cells which from the tissue of the plant. At about the same time, Theodor Schwann, 1839, a German zoologist, studied different types of animal cells and reported that cells had a thin outer layer, which is today known as the plasma membrane. He also concluded, based on his studies on plant tissue, that the presence of cell wall is a unique character of the plant cell. On the basis of this, Schwann proposed the hypothesis that the bodies of animal and plants are composed of cell and product of cells. Sladen and Schwann together formulated the cell theory. This theory, however, did not explain as to how new cells were formed. Rudolf Virchow, 1855, first explained that cell divided and new cells are formed from pre-existing cells. Omnicellular is cellular. He modified the hypothesis of Sladen and Schwann to give the cell theory a final shape. Cell theory as understood today is all living organisms are composed of cell and products of cell. All cells arise from pre-existing cells. 8.3 An overview of cell. You have earlier observed cell is an onion peel and or human cheek cell under the microscope. Let us recollect their structure. The onion cell, which is a typical plant cell, has a distinct cell wall as its outer boundary and just within it is the cell membrane. The cell of the human cheek have an outer membrane as the delimiting structure of the cell. Inside each cell is a dense membrane-bound structure called nucleus. This nucleus contains the chromosome which in turn contain the genetic material, DNA. Cells that have membrane-bound nuclei are called eukaryotic, whereas cells that lack a membrane-bound nucleus are prokaryotic. In both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, a semi-fluid matrix called cytoplasm occupies the volume of the cell. The cytoplasm is the main arena of cellular activities in both the plant and animal cell. Various chemical reactions occur in it to keep the cell in the living state. Beside the nucleus, the eukaryotic cell have other membrane-bound distinct structure called organelles, like the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosome, mitochondria, microbodies, and vacuoles. The prokaryotic cell lacks such membrane-bound organelles. Ribosomes are non-membrane-bound organelles found in all cells. Both eukaryotic as well as prokaryotic within the cell, ribosomes are found not only in the cytoplasm but also within the two organelles, chloroplast in plants and mitochondria and one rough endoplasmic reticulum. Animal cell contain another non-membrane bound organelle called centrosome, which help in cell division. Cells differ greatly in size, shape, and activities. For example, mycoplasma, the smallest cells are only 0.3 micrometer in length, while bacteria could be 3 to 5 micrometer. The largest isolated single cell is the egg of an ostrich. Among multicellular organisms, human red blood cells are about 7.0 micrometer in diameter. Nerve cells are some of the longest cells. Cells also vary greatly in their shape. They may be disc-like, polygonal, columnar, cuboidal, thread-like, or even irregular. The shape of the cell may vary with the function they perform. Red blood cells round and biconcave, white blood cells amoeboid, columnar epithelial cell long and narrow, nerve cell branched and long, atracheate elongated, mesophyll cells round and oval. 8.4 Prokaryotic cell. The prokaryotic cell are represented by bacteria, blue-green algae, mycoplasma, and PPLO, pleuropneumonia-like organisms. They are generally smaller and multiply more rapidly than the eukaryotic cell. They may vary greatly in shape and size. The four basic shape of bacteria are bacillus, rod-like, coccus, spherical, vibrio, coma shape, and spiralum, a spiral. The organization of the prokaryotic cell is fundamentally similar, even though prokaryotes exhibit a wide variety of shape and function. All prokaryotes have a cell wall surrounding the cell membrane except in mycoplasma. The semi-fluid matrix filling the cell is the cytoplasm. There is no well-defined nucleus. The genetic material is basically naked, not enveloped by a nuclear membrane. In addition to the genomic DNA, the single chromosome circular DNA, many bacteria have a small circular DNA outside the genomic DNA. These smaller DNA are called plasmid. The plasmid DNA confirms certain unique phenotypic characters to such bacteria. One such character is resistance to antibiotics. In higher classes, you will learn that the plasmid DNA is used to monitor bacterial transformation with foreign DNA. Nuclear membrane is found in eukaryotes. No organelles, like the ones in eukaryotes, are found in prokaryotic cell except for ribosomes. Prokaryotes have something unique in the form of inclusions. A specialized differentiated form of cell membrane called mesosome is the characteristics of prokaryotes. They are essentially enfolding of cell membrane. 8.4.1 Cell envelope and its modification. Most prokaryotic cells, particularly the bacterial cell, have a chemically complex cell envelope. The cell envelope consists of tightly bound three-layer structure, that is, the outermost glycocalyx flood the cell wall and then the plasma membrane. Although each layer of the envelope performs distinct function, they act together as a single protective unit. Bacteria can be classified into two groups, one the basis of the difference in the cell envelope and the manner in which they respond to the staining procedure developed by Gram-Weiss. Those that of the Gram stain are gram-positive and the others that do not are called gram-negative bacteria. Glycocalyx differs in composition and thickness among different bacteria. It could be a loose sheath called the slime layer in some, while in other it may be thick and tough, called the capsule. The cell wall determines the shape of the cell and provides a strong structural support to prevent the bacterium from bursting or collapsing. The plasma membrane is selectively permeable in nature and interacts with the outside world. This membrane is similar structurally to that of the eukaryotes. A special membranous structure is the mesosome, which is formed by the extension of plasma membrane into the cell. These extensions are in the form of vesicles, tubules, and lamella. They help in cell wall formation, DNA replication, and distribution to daughter cell. They also help in respiration, secretion process to increase the surface area of the plasma membrane and enzymatic content. In some prokaryotes, like cyanobacteria, there are other membranous extensions into the cytoplasm called chromatophores, which contains pigment. Bacteria cell may be motile or non-motile. If motile, they have thin filamentous extensions from their cell wall called flagella. Bacteria show a range in the number and arrangement of flagella. Bacterial flagellum is composed of three parts: filament, hook, and basal body. The filament is the longest portion and extends from the cell surface to the outside. Beside flagella, pili and fimbriae are also surface structure of the bacteria but do not play a role in motility. The pili are elongated tubular structure made up of a special protein. The fimbriae are a small bristle-like fiber sprouting out of the cell. In some bacteria, they are known to help attach the bacteria to rocks in a stream and also to the host tissues. 8.4.2 Ribosomes and inclusion bodies. In prokaryotes, ribosomes are associated with the plasma membrane of the cell. They are about 15 nanometer by 20 nanometer in size and are made up of two subunits 50S and 30S units, which when present together form 20S prokaryotic ribosomes. Ribosomes are the site of protein synthesis. Several ribosomes may attach to a single mRNA and form a chain called polyribosomes or polysome. The ribosome of a polysome translates the mRNA into protein. Inclusion bodies. Reserve material in prokaryotic cell are stored in the cytoplasm in the form of inclusion bodies. These are not bound by any membrane system and lie free in the cytoplasm. Example: phosphate granules, cyanophycean granules, and glycogen granules. Gas vacuoles are found in blue-green and purple and green photosynthetic bacteria. 8.5 Eukaryotic cell. The eukaryotic include all the protist, plants, animal, and fungi. In eukaryotic cell, there is an extensive compartmentalization of cytoplasm through the presence of membrane-bound organelles. Eukaryotic cell possesses an organized nucleus with a nuclear envelope. In addition, eukaryotic cell have a variety of complex locomotory and cytoskeleton structure. Their genetic material is organized into chromosome. All eukaryotic cells are not identical. Plant and animal cells are different as the former possess cell wall, plastid, and a large central vacuole which are absent in animal cells. On the other hand, animal cells have centrioles which are absent in almost all plant cells. Figure 8.3. Plant cell, lysosome, rough endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, nucleolus, Golgi apparatus, nuclear envelope, plasma membrane, vacuole, middle lamella, cell wall, mitochondria, ribosomes, chloroplast, cytoplasm, peroxisome, microtubule, plasmodesmata, a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Figure 8.3. Animal cell, Golgi apparatus, microvilli, plasma membrane, centriole, peroxisome, lysosome, ribosome, mitochondria, rough endoplasmic reticulum, cytoplasm, nucleus, nucleolus, nuclear envelope, a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Let us now look at individual cell organelles to understand their structure and function. The detailed structure of the membrane was studied only after the advent of electron microscope in 1950s. Meanwhile, chemical studies on the cell membrane, especially in human red blood cell, enabled the scientists to deduce the possible structure of plasma membrane. These studies show that the cell membrane is mainly composed of lipid and protein. The major lipid are phospholipids that are arranged in bilayer. Also, the lipids are arranged within the membrane with the polar head towards the outer side and the hydrophobic tail toward the inner part. This ensures that the nonpolar tail of saturated hydrocarbon is protected from the aqueous environment. In addition to phospholipid, membrane also contains cholesterol. Later, biochemical investigation clearly revealed that the cell membrane also possesses protein and carbohydrate. The ratio of protein and lipid varies considerably in different cell types. In human being, the membrane of the erythrocyte has approximately 52% protein and 40% lipid. Depending on the ease of extraction, membrane protein can be classified as integral and peripheral. Peripheral protein lie on the surface of membrane, while the integral proteins are partially or totally buried in the membrane. Sugar, peripheral protein, phospholipid bilayer, cholesterol, integral protein. Figure 8.4, fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane. An improved model of the structure of cell membrane was proposed by Singer and Nicholson in 1972, widely accepted as fluid mosaic model, figure 8.4. According to this, the quasi-fluid nature of lipid enables later movement of proteins within the overall bilayer. This ability to move within the membrane is measured as its fluidity. The fluid nature of membrane is also important from the point of view of function like cell growth, formation of intercellular junction, secretion, endocytosis, cell division, etc. One of the most important functions of the plasma membrane is the transport of molecule across it. The membrane is selectively permeable to some molecules present on either side of it. Many molecules can move briefly across the membrane without any requirement of energy, and this is called the passive transport. Neutral solutes may move across the membrane by the process of simple diffusion along the concentration gradient, that is from higher concentration to the lower. Water may also move across this membrane from higher to lower concentration. Movement of water by diffusion is called osmosis. As the polar molecule cannot pass through the nonpolar lipid bilayer, they require a carrier protein of the membrane to facilitate their transport across the membrane. A few ions or molecules are transported across the membrane against their concentration gradient, that is from lower to higher concentration. Such a transport is an energy dependent process in which ATP is utilized and is called active transport. Example, sodium potassium pump. 8.5.2 Cell wall. As you may recall, a non-living rigid structure called the cell wall form an outer covering for the plasma membrane of fungi and plants. Cell wall not only gives shape to the cell and protect the cell from mechanical damage and function, it also helps in cell-to-cell interaction and provides barrier to undesirable macromolecules. Algae have cell wall made up of glucose, galactans, mannans and minerals like calcium carbonate, while in other plants it consists of cellulose, hemicellulose, pectins and proteins. The cell wall of a young plant cell, the primary cell wall is capable of growth which gradually diminishes as the cell matures, and the secondary wall is formed on the inner towards membrane side of the cell. The middle lamella is a layer mainly of calcium pectinate which holds or glues the different neighboring cells together. The cell wall and middle lamella may be traversed by plasmodesmata which connect the cytoplasm of neighboring cell. 8.5.3 Endomembrane system. While each of the membranous organelle is distinct in terms of its structure and function, many of these are considered together as an endomembrane system because their functions are coordinated. The endomembrane system include endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosome and vacuoles. Since the function of the mitochondria, chloroplast and peroxisome are not coordinated with the above component, these are not considered as the part of endomembrane system. 8.5.3.1 The endoplasmic reticulum ER. Electron microscope studies of eukaryotic cell reveal the presence of a network or reticulum of tiny tubular structure scattered in the cytoplasm that is called the endoplasmic reticulum. Hence, endoplasmic reticulum divides the intercellular space into two distinct compartments, that is luminal inside ear and extraluminal cytoplasm compartments. The endoplasmic reticulum often shows ribosome attached to their outer surface. The endoplasmic reticulum bearing ribosomes on their surface is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. In the absence of ribosomes, they appear smooth and are called a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is frequently observed in the cell, actively involved in protein synthesis and secretion. They are extensive and continuous with the outer membrane of the nucleus. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum is the major site of synthesis of lipid. In animal cell, lipid like steroidal hormones are synthesized in a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. 8.5.3.2 Golgi apparatus. Camillo Golgi 1898 firstly observed densely ascending reticular structure near the nucleus. These were later named Golgi bodies after him. They consist of many flat disc-shaped or cisternae of 0.5 micrometer to 1.0 micrometer in diameter. These are stacked parallel to each other. Varied number of cisternae are present in Golgi complex. The Golgi cisternae are constantly arranged near the nucleus with distinct convex sheaths of the forming phase and concave trans or the maturing phase. This sheath and the trans phase of the organelle are entirely different but interconnected. The Golgi apparatus principally perform the function of packaging materials to be delivered either to the intercellular targets or secreted outside the cell. Materials to be packaged in the form of vesicles from the endoplasmic reticulum fuse with the cis phase of the Golgi apparatus and move towards the maturing phase. This explains why the Golgi apparatus remains in close association with the endoplasmic reticulum. A number of proteins synthesized by ribosome on the endoplasmic reticulum are modified in the cisternae of the Golgi apparatus before they released from its transphase. Golgi apparatus is the important site of formation of glycoprotein and glycolipid. 8.5.3.3 Lysosome. These are membrane-bound vascular structure formed by the process of packaging in the Golgi apparatus. The isolated lysosomal vesicle have been found to be very rich in almost all type of hydrolytic enzyme, hydrolase, lipase, protease, carbohydrates. Optimally active at the acidic pH, these enzymes are capable of digesting carbohydrate, protein, lipid, and nucleic acid. Vacuoles. 8.5.3.4 The vacuole is the membrane-bound space found in the cytoplasm. It contains water, sap, excretory product, and other materials not useful for the cell. The vacuole is bound by a single membrane called tonoplast. In plant cell, the vacuoles can occupy up to 90% of the volume of the cell. In plant, the tonoplast facilitates the transport of a number of ions and other materials against concentration gradient into the vacuole. Hence, their concentration is significantly higher in the vacuole than in the cytoplasm. In amoeba, the contractile vacuole is important for osmoregulation and excretion. In many cells, as in protists, food vacuoles are formed by engulfing the food particles. 8.5.4 Mitochondria. Mitochondria, unless specifically stained, are not easily visible under the microscope. The number of mitochondria per cell is variable depending on the physiological activity of the cell. In terms of shape and size, also considerable degree of variability is observed. Typically, it is sausage-shaped or cylindrically, having a diameter of 0.2 to 1.0 micrometer, average 0.5 micrometer, and length 1.0 to 4.1 micrometer. Each mitochondria is a double membrane-bound structure with the outer membrane and the inner membrane dividing its lumen distinctly into two aqueous compartments, that is the outer compartment and the inner compartment. The inner compartment is filled with a dense homogeneous substance called the matrix. The outer membrane forms the continuous limiting boundary of the organelle. The inner membrane forms a number of infolding called the cristae. Cristae towards the matrix, the cristae increase the surface area. The two membranes have their own specific enzyme associated with the mitochondrial function. Mitochondria are the site of aerobic respiration. They produce cellular energy in the form of ATP, hence they are called powerhouse of the cell. The matrix also possesses single circular DNA molecule. ये RNA molecules, ribosome 70S, and the compartment required for the synthesis of proteins. The mitochondria divide by fission. 8.5.5 Plastid. Plastid are found in all plant cells and in euglenoids. These are easily observed under the microscope as they are large. They bear some specific pigment, thus imparting a specific color to the plants. Based on the type of pigment, plastid can be classified into chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. The chloroplast contain chlorophyll and carotenoid pigment, which are responsible for trapping light energy essential for photosynthesis. In the chromoplast, fat-soluble carotenoid pigment like keratin, xanthophyll, and others are present. This give the part of the plant a yellow, orange, or red color. The leucoplasts are the colorless plastid of varied shape and size, with stored nutrients. Amyloplast store carbohydrate, example potato. Eleoplast store oil and fats, whereas the aleuroplast store proteins. Majority of the chloroplast of the green plants are found in the mesophyll cell of the leaves. These are lens-shaped, oval, spherical, discoid, or even ribbon-like organelles having variable length 5 to 10 micrometer and width 2 to 4 micrometer. Their number varies from 1 per cell of the Climadomonas, a green algae, to 20 to 40 per cell in the mesophyll. Like mitochondria, the chloroplasts are also double membrane bound. Of the two, the inner chloroplast membrane is relatively less permeable. The space limited by the inner membrane of the chloroplast is called the stroma. A number of organized flattened membranous sacs called the thylakoids are present in the stroma. Thylakoids are arranged in the sacs like the piles of coins called grana or the intercranial thylakoids. In addition, there are flat membranous tubules called the stroma lamellae connecting the thylakoids of the different grana. The membrane of the thylakoids encloses a space called a lumen. The stroma of the chloroplast contains enzyme required for the synthesis of carbohydrate and protein. It also contains a small double-stranded circular DNA molecules and ribosomes. Chlorophyll pigments are present in the thylakoids. The presence of the ribosome of the chloroplast are a smaller 20s than the cytoplasmic ribosomes 80s. 8.5.6 Ribosomes. Ribosomes are the granular structure first observed under the electron microscope as dense particles by George Plade in 1953. They are composed of ribonucleic acid and proteins and are not surrounded by any membrane. The eukaryotic ribosomes are 80s while the prokaryotic ribosomes are 20s. Each ribosome has two subunits, larger and smaller subunits. The two subunits of 80s ribosome are 60s and 40s, while that of 70s ribosomes are 50s and 30s. Here S Swedenborg's unit and stand for the sedimentation coefficient. It is indirectly a measure of density and size. Both 70s and 80s ribosomes are composed of two subunits. 8.5.7 Cytoskeleton. An elaborate network of filamentous proteinaceous structure consisting of microtubules, microfilament and intermediate filaments present in the cytoplasm is collectively referred to as the cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton in a cell are involved in many functions such as mechanical support, motility, maintenance of the shape of cell. Section of cilia flagella showing different part, electron micrograph, diagrammatic representation of internal structure. 8.5.8 Cilia and flagella. Cilia and flagella are hair-like outer growths of the cell membrane. Cilia are a small structure which works like oars, causing the movement of either the cell or the surrounding fluid. Flagella are comparatively longer and responsible for cell movement. The prokaryotic bacteria also possess flagella, but these are structurally different from that of the eukaryotic flagella. The electron microscopic study of a cilium or the flagellum show that they are covered with plasma membrane. Their core, called the axoneme, possesses a number of microtubules running parallel to the long axis. The axoneme usually has 9 doublets of radially arranged peripheral microtubules and a pair of centrally located microtubules. Such an arrangement of axonemal microtubule is referred to as the 9+2 array. The central tubules are connected by the bridge and is also enclosed by a central sheath, which is connected to one of the tubules of each peripheral doublets by a radial spoke. Thus, there are 9 radial spokes. The peripheral doublets are also interconnected by linkers. Both the cilium and flagellum emerge from centriole-like structure called the basal bodies. 8.5.9 Centrosome and centriole. Centrosome is an organelle usually containing two cylindrical structure called centrioles. They are surrounded by amorphous pericentriolar materials. Both the centrioles in a centrosome lie perpendicular to each other, in which each has an organization like the cartwheel. They are made up of 9 evenly spaced peripheral fibrils of tubulin protein. Each of the peripheral fibril is a triplet. The adjacent triplets are also linked. The central part of the proximal region of the centriole is also proteinaceous and called the hub, which is connected with tubules of the peripheral triplets by radial spokes made up of protein. The centriole form the basal body of cilia or flagella and spindle fiber that give rise to spindle apparatus during cell division in animal cells. 8.5.10 Nucleus. Nucleus as a cell organelle was first described by Robert Brown as early as 1831. Later, the material of the nucleus, stained by the basic dye, was given the name chromatin by Fleming. The interphase nucleus of a cell when it is not dividing, has highly extended and elaborate nucleoprotein fibers called chromatin, nuclear matrix, and one or more spherical bodies called nucleoli. Electron microscopy has revealed that the nuclear envelope, which consists of two parallel membranes with a space between 10 to 50 nanometer called the perinuclear space, form a barrier between the materials present inside the nucleus and that of the cytoplasm. The outer membrane usually remains continuous with the endoplasmic reticulum and also bear ribosomes on it. At a number of places, the nuclear envelope is interrupted by minute pores which are formed by the fusion of its two membranes. These nuclear pores are the passages through which movement of RNA and protein molecule takes place in both directions between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. Normally, there is only one nucleus per cell. Variation in the number of nuclei are also frequent observed. Can you recollect name of organisms that have more than one nucleus per cell? Some mature cells have even lack nucleus. Example, erythrocyte of many mammals and sieve tube cell of vascular plant. Would you consider this cell as living? The nuclear matrix or the nucleoplasm contain nucleolus and chromatin. The nucleoli are a spherical structure present in the nucleoplasm. The content of nucleolus is continuous with the rest of the nucleoplasm as it is not a membrane-bound structure. It is a site for active ribosomal RNA synthesis. Larger and more numerous nucleoli are present in cell actively carrying out protein synthesis. You may recall that the interphase nucleus has a loose and indistinct network of nucleoprotein fibers called chromatin, but during different stages of cell division, cells saw structure chromosome in place of the nucleus. Chromatin contain DNA and some basic protein called histone, some non-histone protein and also RNA. A single human cell has approximately 2-meter long thread of DNA distributed among its 23 pairs chromosome. You will study the details of DNA packaging in the form of chromosome in class 12. Every chromosome visible only in dividing cell essentially has a primarily constriction or the centromere on the side of which disc-shaped structure called kinetochore are present. Centromere holds two chromatids of a chromosome. Based on the position of the centromere, the chromosomes can be classified into 4 types. The metacentric chromosome has middle centromere forming two equal arms of the chromosome. The submetacentric chromosome has centromere slightly away from the middle of the chromosome, resulting into one shorter arm and one longer arm. In case of acrocentric chromosome, the centromere is situated close to its end, forming one extremely short and one very long arm, whereas the telocentric chromosome has a terminal centromere. This is diagram kinetochore and this is chromosome based on the position of centromere. Sometimes a few chromosomes have non-staining secondary constriction at a constant location. This gives the appearance of a small fragment called the satellite. Microbodies. Many membrane-bound minute vesicles called microbodies that contain various enzymes are present in both plants and animal cells is called microbodies. Now move to summary. All organisms are made up of cell or aggregate of cell. Cell vary in their shape, size and activities function. Based on the presence or absence of a membrane-bound nucleus and other organelle, cell and hence organism can be named as eukaryotic or prokaryotic. A typical eukaryotic cell consists of a cell membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. Plant cell have a cell wall outside the cell membrane. The plasma membrane is selectively permeable and facilitates transport of several molecules. The endomembrane system include endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosome, and vacuoles. All the cell organelles perform different but specific function. Centrosome and centriole form the basal body of cilia and flagella that facilitate locomotion. In animal cell, centriole also form a spindle apparatus during cell division. Nucleus contain nucleoli and chromatin network. It only control the activities of organelles but also play a major role in heredity. Endoplasmic reticulum contains tubules or cisternae. They are of two types, rough and smooth. Endoplasmic reticulum help in the transport of substance, synthesis of proteins, lipoproteins and glycogen. The Golgi body is a membranous organelle composed of flattened sac. The secretion of cells are packed in them and transported from the cell. Lysosomes are single membrane structure containing enzyme for digestion of all type of macromolecule. Ribosomes are involved in protein synthesis. These occur freely in the cytoplasm or are associated with endoplasmic reticulum. Mitochondria help in oxidative phosphorylation and generation of adenosine triphosphate (ATP). They are bound by double membrane. The outer membrane is a smooth and inner one fall into several cristae, plastid and pigment containing organelle found in plant cell only. In plant cell, chloroplasts are responsible for trapping light energy essential for photosynthesis. The grana in the plastid is the site of light reaction and the stroma of dark reaction. The green color plastid are chloroplast which contain chlorophyll, whereas the other colored plastid are chromoplast which may contain pigment like carotene and xanthophyll. The nucleus is enclosed by nuclear envelope, a double membrane structure with nuclear pore. The inner membrane encloses the nucleoplasm and the chromatin material. Thus, cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe our channel.